Last we left off, you had dispatched 3 redcaps that stormed into the Blue Water Inn. Eventually, you let guilt get the better of you and told the inn owner, Danica Mardikov, about the situation. She recommended that you hide the bodies in the stable to not raise suspicion of the town. Nicodemus and Ira had to improvise when they couldn't find the key, but successfully stashed the bodies. You all returned to a long night rest, sleeping until about mid-morning. An unexpected guest pulled Nicodemus away from the group during breakfast to let him know that the ritual was now ready. We resume with Nicodemus and Victor starting to part ways. Victor gets probably about 10 paces away and turns back towards Nicodemus. I almost forgot. I stole this from my father's library. It's a book of the Morning Lord. It has hymns, prayers, things that might be able to calm your nerves or maybe give you a god to pray to. I know you're a godly man. Every little bit could help.
Wow, Victor, this is really cool. I truly appreciate it.
Yes, my father has probably the second largest library in all of Barovia, and I like to peruse in there. That's where I found the book for the teleportation runes, and as I said, I know that you're, a worshipper. I thought maybe it could put you in the right headspace for the events to come.
Looking at the book is is it just a book?
It's a blue book with an M, a golden M on the front, on the face of it. Yeah, it just looks like a regular book.
Like really old or fairly?
It looks well taken care of. You can, looking at the pages, it's old. It's definitely yellowed a little bit just from the elements. But for the most part, the pages are all in relatively good shape.
Yeah, I'll hold it up and thank you, Victor. This is great. I'll see you in a bit, in a few hours.
Take your time, but I am ready whenever you are. Like I said, my father and mother are off doing things, getting ready for the Festival of the Blazing Sun, so we will have the place to ourselves. Just let yourself in the front door. Should not be an issue. And turns to walk away. What do you do?
Okay. I'd like to look down into this well of water.
Okay.
And say some magic words and cast augury.
Okay.
You need to link it with
Yeah,
the
if you want,
intention
please.
of getting some sort of wisdom or insight into Honora.
Would you link? Yeah, link the spell if you could, please, just so I know exactly what. What on earth? That's weird. Did it link?
You clicked it. You might get a few of them.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Maybe
yep, there it goes.
Oh, it looks like they've changed how it works.
Okay. me a second. Let me roll to myself. And what were you saying you were looking for specifically?
If I should talk to Honora or not.
About the thing that we discussed?
Correct.
Looking at looking into the well and looking into the water, casting augury, thinking to yourself about the future, you see ripples, your reflection peering back at you. Your face is straight, serious, but it creeps into a smile. You think that whatever it is, it's at least worth pursuing.
Okay. It's good to know. Yeah, I'll gather myself, put the book that Victor gave me in my pack, and head into the inn.
Okay.
When I enter the inn, I'll kind of pause and just kind of gauge, like, is everybody looking at me like, what the fuck, dude? Or
Remember correctly, we were in the middle of an argument over something, or deciding what to do next, or...
Yeah, Panton had spilled your oatmeal bowl all over the floor, and then I had messaged
hit
you
you
to
for
take your
intro. time
time that I was going to go take the kids to the market probably and something like that. But if you're already back, then...
It seems a little tense. You walk in and it appears that everybody was kind of in a little bit of a bitter mood, especially Panton, still looking a little out of breath and just kind of heaving with frustration.
yeah, I'll approach the table, just kind of awkwardly. Hey guys.
Oh, you're done.
Yeah, I was just talking to Victor real quick about.
Oh.
Why didn't you tell us you were talking to Victor then?
Oh, I just, I just went outside and talked to Victor.
Is he ready?
He is. I told him I needed a couple hours to collect my things, and then we were gonna meet up at his place, or not his place, but his parents' house.
To do the thing.
The teleportation, yeah.
I don't know, Nico. I still don't think that you leaving is what your god has planned for you.
What makes you think that?
Because, see, I'm not religious. I don't know. I don't know how your faith stuff works. But...
I mean, that's exactly it. You set your course and have faith.
Right, but you ended up here. So
that was my path
you
at
would
that
think
time.
that there'd have to be a reason that you ended up here. Maybe you're not done yet.
Can't you, I don't know, talk to him or something?
I mean, he does communicate with me, but it's not always as simple as, yeah, do this, yeah, do that.
Well, what does Lathander want?
I'm not exactly sure.
Purpose of your faith, like, I don't know anything about it. We weren't religious. So what does your god teach? Like, what's the point?
Be kind to those in need. Help the needy. Stand up for what is right.
Sounds like you need to be here. Everybody here is so needy.
That is true. But ever since I've been here, I haven't I haven't really felt the presence of Lathander. And back home, I felt him with me daily. So I feel like this place is godforsaken.
Well, maybe that's why you're here, to bring the light of Lathander back. I think there's more than the fact that this ritual has never been successful makes me really nervous, and I kind of like you, and I don't want you to. Look at DJ.
Suddenly the festival begins. All is well.
Perfect timing, by the way.
Kill the mood there, Daryl, with happiness. There you go, fantastic.
Anyways, scene.
And fade to black.
Yeah, I've grown to trust you and like you, and I'm sure the others feel the same way. We just feel like we wouldn't be as successful without you. You've proven yourself.
I mean, I did kind of want to talk to you about this in private, but since we're here, do you remember the attic?
For several addicts, yes.
I mean, the one attic you and I have been in together, vampire spawns.
Oh, okay.
When I blessed you and healed you, you had like thanked me. Like that's never happened to me before.
Really grateful. You saved my life.
Yeah, I mean, people have expressed gratitude, like not like that.
It was a hug.
I mean, you kissed me as well. Was that a thing, or were you just
Thing.
overwhelmed with emotion?
I mean, I kiss Panton all the time. Well, when he let me.
Okay, I guess that's a good framework.
It was a sign of gratitude.
Kiss me the same way you kissed Panton?
Yeah, it was a little peck on the cheek. It was a thank you. It was really meant as a thank you from the bottom of my heart. I think I would have died up there if you hadn't been there.
Maybe. You're pretty tough.
I still think that we're tougher together. I mean, Anderson, Ira, and you have become part of my family these few short days we've been stuck here.
True, but I mean, Panton's always running off. Ira's always disappearing. Anderson's constantly trying to eat people.
We need you. We need you to be the
When
foundation.
have I ever eaten someone?
Well, I meant that, like, you're just always fighting people.
It is what I do.
Like, I think we need to be here to, help people.
Why you need to stay, because you can be a good influence on everybody.
I mean, if you really think that, I mean, you want to leave. You miss the presence of your god. I think there's something to be said about what Honora just said about maybe you're here to bring that. I've known clerics, not of your faith. And I don't fully understand them, but they seem to believe themselves to be tools or called to some kind of duty. That's not something that I've ever envied in them, so I can totally understand you wanting to leave this place. But it is true that if you did, our chances of survival would go down significantly. Unless it works, and then maybe we could all leave this place. But then you look at everybody else here and the power that man has over everything here.
I mean, he's basically the god of this realm. What he says goes. People follow him,
Like he's a
either
very.
willingly or not.
He doesn't seem like he's a very benevolent god. I mean, people are starving, and children are being sold, and it's just awful. Even these forced parties seem really bad. And if there's anything we can do to make this place better, I think that it's worth sticking it out. Yes, if the spell fails, I would be distraught to lose you.
Let me go upstairs, spend some time with myself for a bit, and we'll see.
You promise not to make any decisions without us, at least telling us first.
I will not run off and teleport out of here without you guys knowing.
Thank you. I believe Ira wanted to take the children to the marketplace today, so...
I'll meet up with you there.
Okay.
I'll throw you the key to our room. You don't need to throw it back to me. You can just hold on to it.
You know, I watched you pick that lock the other day.
Yeah, I know.
I learned lots of things from you, Ira.
That's harder than it looks, you know.
You don't just
Maybe we
stick
can have another lesson at some point.
I would like that. And I'll walk upstairs.
Alrighty.
You have to go around the outside stairs.
Oh,
You walk
that's right.
upstairs and you look at the gaping hole of the floor below and realize that there's no way you can get to your room from that side of the building. Making your way up to your room with several people giving you stares as you walk across the balcony, having just seen you on the other side. You find your room. What do you do?
Yeah, I've just spent some time in prayer and contemplation.
Ira?
Yeah.
This could be because of Panton. I'm a little paranoid. Would you be okay leaving Rixby behind? Kind of keep him company?
Sure, I don't know. I could only keep an eye on him from a certain distance, but I mean,
Art is your out.
you mean just like an animal to have as company?
I was thinking maybe like if he's really smart. I don't know how smart he is, but maybe he could come and fetch us if Nicodemus starts to wander in a different direction than the market.
Maybe.
Sorry, it's a paranoia thing that I was beginning. Everyone keeps.
They'd have to open the window so that she could fly out, but sure. I don't know. That might kind of betray the trust. He wants to be alone. That's what he said. Right?
Wait outside, and if he leaves the room, she can just follow him. I don't know. Again, just feeling really paranoid that people are being really rash, and
he said that he would tell us. I mean, can I make an insight check against that? I guess. For Nicodemus to see if he was being truthful.
It's already come and gone.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's already upstairs. Enough time has passed that it would be difficult to remember the tone.
You know him better than I do. You guys seem pretty close, so...
I don't know him better than you. Or maybe.
Know that next time we're tying Panton to the bed.
Ooh.
I mean, he's right here.
I know. He can hear all of this.
Panton, do you want to come to the market with me? Could be fun. We could find some interesting things.
I'd like to be far away from Honora right now.
Oh, I'm coming.
Then I don't want to go to the market.
You don't have to talk to her. I'm sure that the kids will be a handful for the three of us.
I think the two of you can handle it. I think I'm gonna.
Panting, you go with them or you come with me?
Oh, and where are you going?
Yeah, where are you going?
I need to go talk to Ismark.
About?
Sure. I'll go with Anderson.
Oh, about that.
Yeah. Well, about Blinksy, mostly. But...
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Said, you know, if anything happens to him, I will hunt you down.
Just so we're
don't
clear,
worry.
the children and Ismark are probably all in the same location right now.
Right. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
head over there together. But
That's okay.
from there,
Yeah.
Okay. So the four of you are headed to St. Andrews. Walking through
Sounds
the
like
town. It's about 10:30 in the morning at this point. It's about as light as it can be in Barovia. It's overcast, as it always is, but it doesn't appear to be menacing clouds in the skies today. You walk for about 15 minutes before you make your way into the church. You see the children, Ismark and Irina, hanging out. You see Ismark and the boy playing the quick hands game. And Irina and the girl
Like
just talking.
Wreck or something, Reek?
Lordy, let me pull
Reek,
that
yeah.
up.
yeah, freak.
What do you do? Let me.
So we'll walk in and make ourselves known. We won't be like quiet or stealthy or anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
People are used to others coming into the church at all areas of the or all times of the day, so it doesn't necessarily draw any additional attention. But walking in, there still seems to be several people just kind of hanging out. Gosh,
Walk
I'm
in,
trying.
greet Ismark. Hey, good morning.
Good morning. It is good to see you. What brings you this way?
We thought we might take the kids to the market. They had some business that they wanted to attend to.
Oh, okay.
And maybe we could take them off your hands for a bit. How have they been?
The boy, Freak, and the girl, Myrtle, their ears perk up and their eyes look over in your direction. Do you mean it? We can come with you to the market?
That was part of our deal, I believe.
And they... Oh, Ismark, can we go? Can we go? I would love to go shopping. Can we get some clothes?
Absolutely.
I think that would be okay. You could take them for... How long do you plan on taking them?
Know if we have maybe a couple hours? That's what Nico said.
Our friend has an appointment. Did he say what time?
He didn't. He said a few hours.
He said he would meet us there. So we might get tripped up a little bit, but we have some time right now if we head out.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Just make sure you take good care of them and bring them back before you get into any funny business, you know, if there seems to be anything that could be dangerous. And
Course,
Irina
it's our-
perks up and she... I would like to make sure that they stay safe as well. If you would bring them
Yeah,
back
you're
if
welcome to come.
any
We don't have
trouble.
any problem.
Yeah, you're welcome to
I
join us
don't-
as well.
Are you sure that wouldn't be
No.
overstepping?
No.
Ismark, will you
Overstepping.
be okay here on your own? I would like to join them.
Wait,
A little fresher.
Anderson said he needed to talk to Ismark anyways.
Yeah, Ismark, I need a word. You and we'll be fine here.
All right, that I don't think that would be a problem. Yes, you all go. You have fun. And the children kind of look at each other and they're super giddy. And Myrtle kind of walks over to Honora and puts her hand, or tries to grab your hand, ready to go.
Oh yeah, I'll hold hands with her.
And Freak doesn't necessarily show that same affection with anybody else, but he's definitely, you can tell that he has a smile on his face and he's excited as well.
I'm gonna mama bear them a little bit.
Okay.
Just, yeah, we're gonna find all sorts of pretty dresses for you. Do you like dresses? Are dresses what you like? Because I didn't like dresses, but if you like dresses, we'll totally find you some dresses. And then Freak, you know what? We'll find you a nice handsome suit and some nice shoes. I think we need some new shoes.
I don't know if suit would be best idea. I like to play outside. Maybe just some normal clothes that don't have holes in them or soiled.
Whatever you want. Yep.
Irina says, while we were searching around, we did see that there was a place not far from here, actually. Oh, what was the name? Oh, Endless Delights Clothiers. They have nice selection of all different clothes. The tailors there are very, very nice people. I think that they would be able to help us find anything that we would need.
Sounds like a great idea.
Okay, then I guess we're off. Ismark, do you need anything while I'm out? No, I think I am okay. Maybe some food if you see anything, okay?
Yeah, did you have breakfast?
I did have we did have some breakfast. I just assume if you're going to be out for a little bit, you probably come home around lunchtime.
You know what? We'll bring food for everybody. Don't worry about it. Anderson, anything particular you want? Favorite root vegetable?
Nah, I'll be fine.
And I'll pointedly ignore Panton.
That's right, Panton came with. All right. Honora, Ira, Freak, Myrtle, and Irina depart St. Andrew's Church en route to the Endless Delight. Ismark turns to you, Anderson. What is it that you wanted to talk about? Is there trouble?
Potentially. Anywhere private?
There's not really... I mean, we could walk outside and walk the graveyard, if you would like. That is, we could get away from earshot of everyone. That is what I like to do if I'm going to clear my head.
Yeah, that's fine. Panton, you coming with?
I think I'm just gonna sit here in the church and just stay away from everyone.
That's fair. We'll be right back.
Okay.
As you walk out, turning, looking around and seeing the open field with just small tombstones sticking up above the grass. You get out of earshot from anybody that you would suspect that could be potentially eavesdropping.
All right. I turn to him and I just say, "Your pal Blinksy, he may not be what you think he is. Might be more nefarious than you think."
I don't know. He was with me for quite a while in there as we were looking at toys, and he was very accommodating. I did not see anything that would bring cause for trouble.
Well, I did. See, he happened to show me a toy he made for someone. He didn't say who, but someone. It was made to resemble your sister. Exactly your sister.
Uh, I mean, I
And
have seen.
before you ask, and I pull out the straw puppet, he said it ain't him.
It is very peculiar. And he kind of
Look.
folds his arm and looks off into the distance.
Look, someone, not him, apparently, is after your sister. He wouldn't tell me who, but kind of creepy.
That is very. He says that he sells them?
To one person.
I do not think I could even venture to guess anybody that would have the motivation outside of Strahd. I've been with my sister for many years, and I've never seen anybody. I mean, sure, there are men that fawn over her. She is a beautiful woman, but nobody that. Do you think there's somebody maybe looking for voodoo? You think maybe they like a pins and needles into the doll type of thing? Maybe that controlling in a different way. You don't think that could be it, do you?
Hell if I know. I specialize more with werewolves than that kind of stuff, but who knows? But look, you and Blinksy, you seem to be good friends. Could you help me convince him to tell us who's buying this stuff?
I wouldn't say that we're good friends, but I think
You're more
I will come to
accommodating
him.
than I am.
I will come to him man to man and let him know that I don't. I mean, a man has a business and he is satisfying his customers. And realistically, before he met her, I don't know if there was any reason to say no. But maybe if I explain situation a little bit, he might be more willing to part with the information of who he's selling the dolls to.
Well, I'm going with you for that. Things might get emotional.
Okay, but maybe you wait outside. I have seen you. You are a little intimidating at times, and I do not know if you have, how do I say,
Why
the
does
right.
everyone think that?
You're quick to anger.
In character, I just want to say, no, I'm not, but I think even Anderson knows that.
Dude, no, I'm not.
I'll kill you right here.
I'm not argumentative.
Fine, but look, if something goes down, I feel more comfortable if I were there. And the Panton, too, because he's stuck with us.
All right, we can head back that way. Like I said, if you there's glass windows outside, you can even look on. But I don't want the opportunity for maybe if he says something that might trigger your your anger. I don't. I just want to make sure that you're there. If he maybe he does some magic and tries to harm me or tries to get away, absolutely, you'll be able to see. You'll be able to track him down, and to do whatever is necessary. But it is my sister, and I would like to make sure that I treat this situation with a little bit of respect.
I love
Well.
that this is about his sister, and he's talking Anderson down.
Damn. Well, what about Panton? I mean, do you want him? Can he come in with you?
He can stay outside. It's, like I said, if somebody had a problem with you, right? And would you want to be addressed one-on-one with that person, and maybe have the opportunity to feel like they might be, if you come with a relaxed approach and you say, hey, I just wanted to be curious about, I have heard that you have doll of my sister and you are selling to mysterious man or woman, whoever it might be. If there are big intimidating people and even someone with magical powers standing around, they might be scared into feeling like they have to lie. Like if they said, yes, I was selling it to so and so, they might fear retribution. But just stay outside. There's not too much to ask.
Fine. We'll stay outside.
If it looks like it's getting dangerous, I will scream and you will come in.
Knock 3 times or something. Just you can get our attention.
All right. And he walks back into the church. Looking around, though, you don't see Panton in any of the pews.
Okay. Can I try to track him via scent?
Do you have anything that he might have handled, or he might have given you?
Man, I don't think so.
There's the blood in the cap, maybe, that you...
I have the cap.
Yeah, he's got the cap. I've got the vampire head.
Still bloody. Might leave
I
a scent in there.
prestidigitated the blood off of it.
Yeah.
It's stained, that's it.
I don't have anything of Panton's.
You can give a survival check or a perception or any sort of check that you would like, but it'll be just normal. It won't be with advantage for scent.
Can I give an investigation?
If your character was looking to find Panton, how would you investigate the area?
Okay, yeah, then at that point it'd be via scent, so probably perception then. Yeah. Only a 12.
Okay.
Were these settings you changed, John, or is this?
No, I think it must be a Roll20 thing.
I can't say I'm a fan of this so far.
Yeah,
I can't
it's
either.
definitely not as easy.
Yeah, I know that I feel like they launched it a while ago, and then I felt like they reverted it back because they were having issues, because I could swear that I remember seeing these color-coded, like, people rolling things, and I wasn't a fan. Looking around, you don't see any sign of Panton. Looking at the ground, trying to find smaller footprints, anything that might indicate where he might have went, even thinking about what he might have smelled like. You can't seem to pick up his trail. That is very odd. Why would he go walk away or leave?
Yeah, I don't care why. The only thing I know, hope they make a hole big enough for him. Come on, before we before we take care of Blinksy, we need to go find him.
All right. And you guys set off down the path. How do you spread out and look for him as you're going? Do you kind of just fan out as you're looking or headed towards Blinksy's, or?
So yeah, I guess we're headed towards Blinksy's, but as we're stepping out, I'm looking for like small footprints in the mud, anything like particularly small, because
Okay.
Panton.
Because Panton.
Yeah. Give me your survival check.
Sure thing. And that's just the regular.
Oh, you're fine. We'll come back to you. Panton.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Where are you headed?
I am. So after I see Anderson and Ismark take off to the graveyard, I'm going to wait a couple of seconds, and then I'm going to head out and make my way to the Burgomaster's mansion.
Okay.
As quickly and as quietly as possible.
Are you going down the main roadways? Are you cutting through houses? How are you getting there?
I think I would try to hide alongside buildings until I get a couple 100 feet away from the church, and then I will just straight up book it down the main path.
Okay. Give me a stealth check to see how well you hide your tracks.
Okay.
Or a survival to see if you would know how to navigate to make
we're
your
going
tracks
stealth because that's a hell of a lot better.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. You make your way through the grass, knowing that it's not going to leave as deep of footprints. But after you get away from the buildings and you just start taking off, worrying about speed, you definitely leave a clear path of where you're headed. It takes a few minutes. 2 minutes, I think, if you're sprinting. But you make your way to the Burgomaster's mansion. What do you do?
I kind of want to go up to Victor's bedroom and see if he's still in the room.
Okay. How do you enter? Do you just enter through the front door?
Just like normal. I feel like the Burgomaster has given us a fairly clean, like, come and go as you please type of thing while we're still on investigation and whatnot.
Okay. As you walk in, you reach the handle and you open it. And down the main foyer, the long hallway that extends all the way to the kitchen, you see large, shirtless Isaac. Monstrous claw outstretched, holding a plate of food.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm not very hungry right now. I actually have to go upstairs.
He was originally looking down at his food, deciding what he wanted to pull off of it to eat. And as the door opens up, he looks up at you. I was not aware that we were having guests.
Oh, well, so, since I spoke to the Burgomaster, he's all like, hey, you got to go investigate everything and just make sure everything's all okay. I just want to go upstairs and just check a few things that we might have missed. And, just being a little more thorough with our investigation.
Turns towards the stairs and looks down at you. Nods his head, gesturing towards the stairs. You go ahead first.
Not a problem. And I make my way to the stairs and go all the way up to the 3rd floor.
As he's following closely behind you, he stops at the hallway that would lead down towards his room. And as you turn the corner, you can see him still watching you as you're heading into the burgomaster's bedroom, where, looking up and seeing the draw cord so far away, you find a chair and you pull it up and you reach up. Still kind of out of your reach.
I want to go to Victor's.
Victor's room, if you remember how to get into the attic, it was in the burgomaster's room.
Oh, okay.
Ladders pulled down from the ceiling like a trap door, and you have to navigate your way through. But the pull string, even standing on a chair, is a little bit out of your reach.
Right. I'm going to go back to Isaac.
Okay.
Excuse me. I'm a little shorter than I was before, and I just kind of need a hand or like a foot to pull the thing down so I can get up there.
He's in his bedroom, and as you go up to the door, you can say that through the door, and he hears you. He creaks open the door, and looking down at you, give me a perception check.
Oh, show.
Okay. As he creaks open the door, you peek in and you see Irina Dolls. And he says, "You just need me to open the pull down for the attic."
That's exactly what I need.
And you can see him, he shimmies his way to block the view of the rest of the room, and he steps through and closes the door. And he follows you. Opens up the door. "Can I get you anything else?"
Am I physically able to
Yeah, you
get
can
up
climb.
that way?
You can climb up the ladder from there.
Nope, I will let you enjoy your food, and if you want to just hole up in your room there for a sec or for a while, go right ahead and just hang out over there. And if I do need something else, I'll just come down and get you. I'll try not to be a bother.
Too late. And he walks away. And you can hear a rather aggressive slamming of his door as he walks back in.
As I'm climbing up and into the third floor.
You make your way through the attic, and you can
I want to go to Victor's door, and do I notice if that glyph from before is reactivated, activated?
It is.
All right, I'm going to stand to the side of however the glyph shot out and say, Mr. Victor, are you in your room? Hello?
And you hear grumbling, but slowly the door opens up and he peeks his head out.
Hi.
Wow.
I don't know if you remember me. I was the little guy that, maybe destroyed your cat skeleton. But look, I know that you're planning something with my friend, and I don't want. Can I just see what you're gonna do? Like, I want to help you out, and I want to make sure that everything's all right because I don't want my friend to disappear into a fine mist of blood.
I thought you were him. I got excited for a moment, but then I realized it was just you.
Yeah, sorry about the disappointment. It's the story of my life, so.
I can appreciate your concern. He gestures in and shows you a circular chalk drawing in the corner. A circular, black with runes traced along the entire outside perimeter. Looking at it, you can see shimmering of different gemstones used for each of the runes.
So that is a thing that you're using, right?
Yes, there are some verbal components that go along with the process, but he will stand in the portal, and then I will recite the spell, and if all goes well, he will return home.
I don't mean to be insulting when I say this, so please don't take any offense to this. But you don't strike me as the magical type, and am
I familiar with what possible spell that this could be?
You can give me an Arcana check. You do know that there are such things as teleportation spells, and you also know that there are such things as teleportation circles.
Okay.
But aside from that, magic here is somewhat different all around. You know, even looking at a mage hand, it's more skeletal figure than it is a normal ethereal. Like magic is just affected differently here. So, it's hard to tell.
I mean, how certain are you of this teleportation spell?
Well,
that it'll work?
I am very hopeful. As Nicodemus said when he was here before, we looked over, and the only thing he could think of that was missing was a willing host. And I was thinking on my end, I probably shouldn't cheap out for alternative gemstones to what the book calls out. I got all of the actual components this time. I didn't skimp on anything.
Are you going to be offended if I ask to look at the book?
As long as you don't... I am hesitant, knowing your hesitancy for your friend taking this portal. I fear that if I give you the book, in fact, I'm going to have to ask you to leave until he gets here. I'm starting to lose trust with all your questions. I am sorry if that offends you, but understand that I've poured thousands of gold into the material components for the spell, and I do not want raw emotion costing the potential for an amazing arcane experience, an amazing invention or discovery. I can't chance it.
Yeah, that's not how that kind of magic works, but I mean, if that's what makes you feel good, then whatever.
And I will see myself to the door without any sort of resistance.
Okay. He shuts the door behind you. At this point, Anderson and Ismark, Anderson, probably after just a few moments of walking up the street and looking down the side alleys, you end up catching on to Panton's trail, and you are able to follow it to the Burgomaster's mansion.
All right, the entire time I'm walking with the Espark, I'm just like, I'm gonna kill him. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill him.
Well, I mean, look at it in one light. He, brought us practically to where we were headed anyways, so we would have had to make this walk.
Bless your optimism, friend. And I open up the door to the Burgomaster's place, and I just yell, Panton, get down here!
And as you open up the door, and Panton, and he's yelling that, you're looking up at him, at an angry Anderson.
Outside.
No, I'm not a dog. You don't have to talk to me like that.
As I walk down the stairs and out the door.
As he's doing that, I'm gonna say, wait, before you go too far, I'm tying a rope around him.
I will not stand for that.
Make athletics check versus dexterity, or like an acrobatics check, whichever one you want.
Okay. And that's athletics for me?
I mean, you can roll a dexterity check instead if you want to try to see how quickly you can grab him.
Yeah, let's go with dexterity check.
Yeah, Panton squirts right out. As you take out your rope and try to lasso it around him really quick, he just dips right out. You underestimated how much that extra 7 inches took off of his height, and it just fell right over his head.
But you're not going to do that to me. I will run away, and you have to deal with the wrath of my sister. Do you want to deal with that? I will come along with you.
Look, you little bastard. Your sister might baby you.
I'm not a bastard. My parents were married.
You're coming along, and if you so much as leave...
Oh, it's not like you're actually going to see it. Not like you were paying attention to me in the first place.
You're coming along.
I already said I was coming along.
Well, then let's
you
go.
left me in the church. What was I supposed to do? Just wait for you?
No, but now I know not to let you out of my sight.
Good luck with that.
Oh, come on.
I'm coming.
Alrighty.
Gotta deal with some doll situation.
Nicodemus.
Yes,
Back
sir.
in your room. I know you said that you were contemplating and praying.
Yes. I've spent the last hour prepping the room, lighting candles, reading my holy text, praying, and not really getting any feelings or signs or messages. But my brain, or my mind, keeps wandering back to the dream I had in the death house, where I saw Lathander, and a dark, shadowy figure came and hidden Lathander from me and told me I would never feel the light or warmth of Lathander while in Barovia. And with that, I would like to attempt to cast the rank 3 sending message to that creature or individual. With my message being, show yourself to me.
You hear in response, follow the path You have set yourself on, and you will see me soon enough.
If I were to insight check this, would I be able to infer any? I mean, this guy doesn't sound. From what I know of this guy, he doesn't seem like a nice guy. But can I infer any? Like, is he trying to harm me, or is he just? If I teleport, I'll see him, type deal.
You can give me an insight check.
Okay. 10.
It's hard to tell. Thinking back to the dream and thinking how he wanted you to give yourself to him, to consume, he was saying. You do not know his true intention. You weren't harmed during the dream.
Right. With that and receiving a message that I should stick to the path that I'm on, I want to double time, head to the market and try to find Honora and the gang.
Okay.
To tell them I'm going to Victor's to attempt the teleportation.
Alrighty. You head out, kind of setting off, looking, thinking about where they might be, and you eventually find your way into the Endless Delight clothing store, and you see Freak walking over to the set of clothes. It's some rather plain slacks with a vest. It does kind of look a little fancy, and he's looking at Honora. Is this okay for us to buy? Can we, I think this is good in a way that it is kind of nice, but I think I still have mobility to play and run around. Is this...
And look very smart.
I am very smart. I
mean sharp.
Oh, sharp. Oh. Yeah, I think it looks sharp too. I don't think I would cut anybody.
Is that some dialects that sharp and smart mean the same thing. So, you'd look sharp and smart.
Schnazzy? Have you heard that word before?
The schnazzy? No, what does it mean?
It means you look good.
Oh, well, I would like to look schnazzy.
Yeah, you should start telling everybody that. And you know what? These shoes go with that vest perfectly.
Oh, I haven't had new shoes in so long.
I think you need new shoes. Shoe support is very important.
And as you look down, you can see his big toe kind of wriggling and pushing the leather open a little bit from the sole. I do need new shoes. My feet get all wet.
I think you've grown out of those. We're happy to get you some new ones. You too, Myrtle. Pick out a pair you like.
And you can see Myrtle kneeling down in this corner and sees these white leather sun shoes with a little daisy flower on the toe. And Irina's kind of looking over. I think those look very pretty. I think that you should try them on. Do you really mean it? Do you think I should wear these? I absolutely think you should. And she picks them up and she sits down on her butt and just immediately starts putting on the shoes, and she stands up, and even though she doesn't have any fancy any fancy clothes on, she just starts twirling around. I feel so pretty. This is amazing. And you continue shopping, looking around. And as you're kind of rounding up several items of clothing for each of the children, you see Nicodemus hastily walking in.
I'll kind of extricate myself. They seem to be doing well. Honora, do you mind if just looking after them for a moment? Are you muted? No, you're not.
My mic's not picking up. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
And I'll go meet Nicodemus.
It's
the
a
door,
relatively
maybe, like,
small
bring him
store.
outside.
It's a relatively small clothing shop. It's kind of
I'll kind of
crammed
usher him
packed,
outside
but
then.
yeah.
Hey, Ira. So, I've spent some time alone. I've received a message, and I'm gonna go visit Victor. This is something I can do alone, or you guys can come with me.
You received a message from Lathander?
Not exactly. But long story short, when we slept in the death house, I was visited in a dream.
Oh, that dream,
by,
that you told me about.
by some sort of deity or god. He basically told me I would never see Lathander again as long as I was in this place. And that's, been part of the reason why I want to leave. I mean, the big part of the reason I want to leave.
And you believe this creature that is spreading despair to everybody else through these dreams?
I mean, the dream wasn't awfully frightful for me. It was, it was pleasant until he told me that I would never feel Lathander again.
It was? I thought you said that you were you swallowed, or you were swallowing things?
No, that must have been somebody else's dream. I was in a field with Lathander, and then this shadowy creature came up,
Oh, this is a different one.
Followed by some clouds. I mean, they were dark clouds. And he said as long as I was in Barovia, I would never feel or see Lathander again.
And that's
Like,
true.
I know you're not a religious person, but that's a pretty big deal.
But I've seen you call upon the power of your god and serve him here.
I don't know how to answer that, because definitely I still have my cleric abilities that he bestowed upon me.
Right, and so you trust this thing that is giving people nightmares and tells you that you'll never feel that again.
So
I mean, that's its whole purpose, right?
We talked while I was in the inn, and he said if I teleport, he would come to me. Or I guess I would teleport to him.
And that seems like a good idea to you.
I mean, I feel like it's an option I have to pursue.
Really? Why?
Think of, did you have a blanket or something that with you when you were small that offered you comfort? Imagine that being ripped away from you, and then someone coming to you and saying, "Hey, I can give you that back." I know it's hard to explain.
No, I think I understand what you mean, but I think you're making a leap there that this thing is going to give it back to you. What message did it give you? How did you contact it? You used some kind of
I used
power?
an evocation spell to commune with him.
Sending?
Sending, yes. Did Delphin teach you that?
I've used things that I'm not capable of it, but I know of things that are. I wouldn't trust that being. If anything, that sounds like a threat to me. I don't know what other. Is there anything that gave you some kind of insight that you would?
He didn't seem like he didn't act like if you take this teleportation, I was going to die. He just said, follow the path that I'm on, and we would be united. Like I don't get the feeling that he's in the underworld or afterlife. I believe he's here on a plane adjacent to this one, or maybe even on this plane.
Sure, I would just be. Yeah, the essence of this place is of some kind of dark, shadowy nature, pretty opposite to Lathander, if I'm correct, right? Morning, kind of a morning god. I don't know if I would trust it, or, I mean, if you want to, are you interested in that kind of power?
I mean, the gifts I've been given from Lathander were just. I've never felt like I've earned them. I was more or less just born with them. You know, it's not that I seek power, but I do seek validation in my abilities and my knowledge. I have to ask that you just kind of trust me on this, Ira. I hope you can come with me.
I trust you, and I hear what you're saying. I'm just one. It's hard for me to. I wouldn't trust that voice.
I've lived my life trusting voices in my head. Do you think we should gather everyone, or just you and I go?
Yeah, I mean, I think we should give them the option to.
I really don't want to argue and have people try to convince me that this is the wrong path.
Well, that's going to happen. I mean, and
I know.
I just
I
told
do
you
feel
how I
bad
feel about
about, lashing out at Panton, but he can be so frustrating, and, I'm stubborn, and he's stubborn and stupid.
They're all so young.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we're all fairly young, but Panton's definitely young.
He has his own burden, in a way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't underestimate him, though. Listen, I don't trust this being that you've contacted and is seemingly the purveyor of these nightmares that are causing people so much suffering. I don't know much about your connection to your god. It sounds like it's maybe not as strong, or you aren't getting what you want from it. But turning to this thing doesn't seem like you.
Irina pokes her head out of the establishment. Was there anything that you had on your person that you wanted to buy? Or are we okay to check out? I think the children are ready with all of their things.
Oh, good.
Dress
I
me,
don't
please.
need anything.
I want to buy a new dress for me too.
You want to buy a new dress? Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as they finish up with their conversation, we'll jump back into you looking for a dress.
I need to, I know Freak had some jewelry that he wanted to sell, and I wanted to make sure that he got a fair price for it.
Okay. I mean, I don't think Victor's in too big of a hurry, but,
What time are you supposed to meet him?
midday, and looking up at the sun. Can I tell what time it is?
You left breakfast probably around 10:30. It's
shit,
probably about
brunch.
11:30.
Okay. Yeah, the sun is getting there, so we do need to be on our way. I do also feel that, Victor would be okay if we're a little late.
All right. I could send a message to him or something like that.
Let's just gather everybody up and head that way,
You want to go now?
if possible. Yeah.
While that conversation is happening outside, Honora, you're looking around. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for?
A nice dress that is my size. It's not too childish looking.
Okay.
I haven't seen any halflings since we arrived at Barovia, and everyone's human sized.
Yeah, looking around for dresses your size, it's hard. The colors, they're all kind of drab and pale. And the ones that small do tend to have flowers and, very childlike, girly decorations, excessive fluff. I don't know what that's called. But yeah. But a woman can see you kind of struggling to find something that you're looking for, and she walks from behind the counter and kind of comes over and looks down. You can see her. She's older. Is there something that I can help you find?
Damn it, isn't up there.
There you go.
Well, there's a festival coming in a few days. We've been told about, and I just wanted to look nice for that. But I am an adult, and these are kind of childlike.
Yes, unfortunately, we don't have very many people coming through of your size. It is rather unnatural for an adult to be your size. I'm sure if you had the right coin, I could whip something up here quickly. Maybe not today, but tomorrow, perhaps. It should be ready before the festival.
Okay.
Could
tomorrow?
you tell me a little bit about what you're looking for?
I mean, I like bright colors. Definitely not too frilly. No ruffles, bows, no flowers. Something that just kind of is sleek. But you can move in just in case I need to move around. Above the knee.
Are you fond of purple or yellow or even a blue?
Purple or dark blue would be fine.
Oh, I thought you said you were looking for something brighter.
I realized that, and then I realized that I might get dirty, so I don't want shit.
We do have blue. I can mix that with some of the darker pigments to come up with something. Come by, and you can see her hands kind of trembling. Maybe a little bit of arthritis or something setting in from years of toiling. Come by tomorrow morning. I think maybe perhaps 3 electrum pieces should suffice for an expedited.
I'm really sorry. I only have gold.
I should have expected as much, being that you're so foreign. I will take
Polite way of saying that.
2 gold pieces then, I suppose.
Okay, I can do that. And then, I can cover the cost of all of the children as well.
With
No.
gold.
With gold.
Come here. Bring all your things. I will.
Or trade. I've got a couple items that I'd be happy to trade instead.
Mayhaps. Let me see your wares, and I will decide if there is anything worth my time.
Okay. I have an extra set of chainmail. Thunk.
Never mind. I will just take gold.
Oh, well, I've also got this, and I'll pull out the moss agate I found in the death house.
Can you remind me what the what gold?
Translucent gemstone of pink and yellow, white with bossy gray and green markings worth up to 10 gold. And I believe you told me it was 30 pieces that it was worth.
Okay. She looks at it.
Oh, I have 3 of them. That's why. They're 10 each, so I have 3.
Okay. She looks at them as you hold them out. I do like that. I have a daughter that makes jewelry. And those could fetch quite a pretty penny if we had the right buyers. Looking over the different outfits that everybody has, shoes, she picks them up out of your hand and looks at them and kind of holds them up to the light. Maybe 2 of these for the lot of all of your things should suffice.
Okay.
Ugh. I saw you plop down that chainmail and I thought for sure you were just going to give me a bunch of rubbish, but this is quite beautiful indeed. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I look forward to my pretty dress.
Is there anything that I can embroider onto it that you would like? A letter or a sigil or something?
Oh, yeah, maybe. And I'll show her my signet ring
Okay.
with the fancy A for
Okay.
our last.
Yeah.
Maybe this over the breast.
I can absolutely do that. Let me look at it for a little bit, and I will see the intricacies. I want to make sure that I give you something worth. And she holds up the gem again. Worth its price. Yes, I think I have committed it to memory. You're more than welcome to come back here any time you would like. Can make really anything for the right price, me and my daughters. I shall start working on it right away. Thank you again. And you see her walk behind the counter and disappear behind a curtain. And as she opens up the curtain, you can see 2 younger women back there seated, already working on different pieces.
Okay. All right. So I'll pop my
Maybe-
head out, kind of in a good mood.
And you can see Freak. Let me wear it. Can I wear it now? I'd like to just put on my clothes now. Can I do that?
I think you need a bath first.
Oh. Why
I mean,
didn't you
you
tell
wouldn't
me
want-
before? I could have bathed before.
We didn't have time. We have some place to go, I think. Oh, there's Nico. Yeah, we have some place to go. So unfortunately, you have to go home, back to the church, take a bath, and then you can wear your new clothes. You want them to last, right?
Yes, I suppose that
But you
is-
can 100% put on socks and wear. Because I'm going to throw those in the trash as soon as we find some trash.
I wasn't thinking. I didn't buy socks while we were in there.
Oh, okay. Pop my head and miss. We forgot socks.
Oh, no, we will not charge you for those.
Just for the little ones.
Okay. And she walks out and hands you 3 pairs of socks.
You could say 3 socks.
No, 3 pairs of socks. I was gonna say 3 socks, but then I...
Okay, thank
Make
you.
do.
Well,
When one
for the
wears
little ones,
out...
I thought, like the 2 kids and
Yeah.
insulting.
And he looks up and he just immediately just kicks off his shoes and they go flying into the dirt road. And he just...
Not in the middle of the street.
But Honora said that I should put them on
Go-
now.
The shoes?
Put your new shoes on. and then pick up those because we're gonna dispose of them properly.
And he yanks the sock out of your hand and just put them on, and immediately puts on his new shoes, and he just starts stamping his feet into the ground, and he goes over to the nearest pebble he can see, and he just stomps on it. It doesn't even hurt my foot or anything. This is amazing. Thank you, thank you so
pick up
much.
your mess.
Okay, I will. And
Thank
he
you.
walks over and picks them up. And you can see Myrtle just kind of shy. I will wait until we get back.
Ah, see, that's smart, because your feet are dirty, and now his socks are dirty.
But I mean, walking on broken shoes makes your feet dirty them up. We can clean them when we get back.
And Panton, Ismark, and Anderson are walking. You guys can see all of this commotion happening in the distance as you're headed back towards Blinksy's. Burgomaster's Mansion's a little further down, Blinksy's, and then up to the left is the fancy clothes place. So you can see the rest of the party out in the middle of the road. Do you guys stay your course towards Blinksy's?
Can we tell that they're like done shopping? Like, is there any indication of that?
I mean, you literally saw. You don't know if they're done shopping altogether, but you know that they had just bought clothes.
I mean, you see Nico with us, so...
That's true.
True. I stop and I just say, wait. Oh. Perfect timing.
Fuck,
Yeah,
my
DJ,
hand
were
just
you trying
ran
to
away
talk? 'Cause
again.
you weren't muted, but yeah, we couldn't hear you.
Oh, my screen wasn't lighting up, so I didn't know what was going on there.
Yeah,
Before we, I guess, engage with the rest of the group, I want to try to grab Anderson's cloak and like tug on it while Ismark is looking off into the distance.
Okay.
And
Hey, I know you were talking about the Irina doll and everything, but I don't know if the dolls were being made for Mr. More so, you should have seen something that I've seen. I think Isaac could be a problem, obsessive problem.
Okay. What and how?
Well, while I ran away, I needed to check some things out, and I needed the help of a certain monster-handed individual that could potentially crush my throat, which he didn't, but which is good. But I had to go back to his room to grab him, and when he opened up the door, there were a lot of those dolls in his room. And
Wait, the
I
Mr.
don't.
Freak Arms room?
Yeah, Isaac's room. Yes, he's got a lot of those dolls in his room. And maybe I don't know, but we should probably keep an eye on him and just I don't know. I really couldn't get into the room. I mean, he's like that big and I'm just like this big, and I didn't really want to presume or try to impose on him, so I just had him open up the door so I can go up to Victor's room and just try to check some things out. I couldn't really find anything, but yeah.
And just when Anderson hears that, he just a full stop. Just he's walking along, he's kind of yeah-yahing Panton for a little bit, but then Panton mentions that and just full stop. And Anderson's like, yeah, you know what? That's fine. At least we know now. Ismark.
Yes.
I think we know who the buyer is.
Really, but we haven't even talked to Blinksy yet.
And I kind of like push Panton forward a little bit. Tell him
And
what you told me.
I'll just regurgitate the exact same thing that I just told Anderson.
Looks like Mr. Freak
From
Arm.
start to end. So, like, he's gonna get the whole me sneaking away, and then all the way up to Victor's room.
Looks like Mr. Sneak Arm, Mr. Monster Arm is, well, it's got something going on.
Are you
So
sure?
I don't know. I mean, I saw all the dolls in his room. It was very brief and it was very quick, but it was very creepy as well. And I don't know if Isaac has got something for your sister. I don't know if they've even met at any point. But I think there might be a little problem over there.
And kind
So-
of having just seen everybody. Well, maybe I should go talk to her. See if she said. How sure are you though? I mean, it would be weird for a man of that size to have dolls in his room, but
Partner,
I mean-
you clearly underestimate how weird people are.
DM, am I pretty certain that the dolls inside Isaac's room were like spitting images of Irina?
yeah.
How big are these dolls?
They're a little
Maybe
taller
half
than
my
you, too.
size.
No, I mean,
Taller.
yeah, probably a little less than half your size. They're probably
Oh, so they're
about a
not.
foot,
They're not.
about
This whole time I've been imagining them as like
Oh,
I-
guys.
no.
The lotion in
They're
the
like,
they're
that's a lot of
handheld.
dolls.
They're
The cat.
handheld. Like they're probably about a foot long.
I mean, I'm like 99.99999% certain that they look like your sister.
And I look over at Irina in the distance and I look back.
Yeah, like add a couple more nines to the end of that, and I am pretty certain that our buddy Isaac over there is doing some serious creeping on your sister. Have you and your or have your sister and Isaac have met before?
I do not believe so. There is a past of when we first met Irina, and my father took her in and brought her into the family. There are a few years where we do not know, she does not even know or remember what happened. She was delirious as she was wandering out of the woods.
Wait. Is she a real sister?
When you live with someone and you grow up with them for so long, she is not blood, but we are as real of brother and sister as you can be.
I kind of like look over to Nico, look back, and just say, "Look, we know who the buyer is. Can you and Irina just stay in the church for a little longer? We can reconvene and figure out what to do next. Just promise me, you and Irina, you'll stay in the church, and not cause anything."
I mean,
Look, we have something really important to worry about right now. It's a little more pressing than this.
let's go meet up with the others, and I will discreetly talk with Irina, and maybe we can take the children back to church. Let's reconvene in the morning, could we? Or maybe even later tonight.
As long as you
if-
guys stay in the church, yeah, for sure. I'm totally cool with that.
Just- Ismark, look at me in the eye. You're not going to cause any trouble, are you?
We haven't caused any. I would not.
I mean, Anderson, I think we'd be more concerned about you causing trouble than anybody else in this.
I'm talking. The adults are talking here.
I'm a
No,
little
I am
more.
an adult too.
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
little more comfortable knowing that Gadolf, you know,
I might be
I-
a 2-foot monster or magic monster, but at least I ain't a 6-foot rage machine.
I will not cause any trouble. I promise. I do not think that I could take on Isaac by myself, and I don't. We don't even know. He hasn't made any malicious attempts at my sister. Maybe he is just very fond of her beauty. But
That's still kind of creepy, though.
Let's reconvene with the others. And he turns and starts headed that way.
Fine.
Shortly.
Anderson,
Go ahead.
What?
Anderson, you don't think Isaac is working with or for Strahd, do you think?
I pull out the straw puppet and say, "Why would you think that?"
You know, sometimes I really do not like you.
Well,
You're not
I
funny.
mean, I don't know about you. I got a kick out of it, but
Yeah, I'm sure you did. And at that point, I'm gonna beeline it for Honora.
Okay. I need to take a quick restroom break. Does anybody else have to use the bathroom?
Yeah, for sure,
Good?
definitely.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I mean, I'm almost finished with my bottle of wine, so yeah.
Alrighty. Be right back.
BRB.
Okay. See you in 5.
Bye, Bert.
So, what'd you think of my Strahd impersonation?
That was pretty good.
If I ever run Curse of Strahd, that's gonna be his voice the entire campaign.
Do it. Why would you ever think that? Oh.
Alright, we're
shit.
coming for you.
Oh, good stuff. Did you have any suspicion that Isaac would be the one that would have the Irina dolls?
No. I thought it was gonna be a character we hadn't met yet, but yeah, no, this makes things easier.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just saying, if I'm gonna kill anyone, it's gonna be Isaac.
What?
What? He's an asshole.
Perhaps.
Unless he's not.
Perhaps.
Holy shit, Nico's comment earlier about the kiss totally took me off guard. I completely forgotten I'd done that.
Dude's
I
been
didn't realize he'd
stewing
been
on that
sitting
one
on that
for a
for so
while.
long. Yeah. But yeah, completely flustered. I was like, oh shit, what? Oh, goodness. I'm a little disappointed because I did want a alone chat with Ira.
You did want an alone chat with Ira?
It's okay. It can wait, but
Sorry.
it's okay. I know you're moving the story along, and
Yeah,
we like to talk to each other.
you guys definitely do. It's hard. I was sitting there thinking, like, they've split the party as many ways as they possibly could.
Yeah.
Nicodemus, Anderson, Panton, Ira, and Honora. We have 5 party members, and we were split up into 4 different separate stories for a second.
I wanted it to only be 3 ways, but Panton went ahead and just ran away.
That's
You
all
knew
right.
he was good at the moment you took his eyes off of him.
Yeah, in hindsight, I really should have.
I mean,
Okay, it's been 5 minutes.
character development. We now know that Panton's a runner. Maybe he learned it from Ira.
Maybe.
Bum, bum, bum.
Ira only runs when there's actual danger. Panton runs into danger.
True.
They're backwards. But you can see why Honora's getting a complex, because she's all like, is Nico gonna do what Panton's been doing all the time and Ira's been doing?
What?
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 Huh?
Huh?
What are we
Yeah.
talking about? Panton running off again?
Yeah.
But not
Oh, okay.
anymore. Ismark and the rest of the group reconvenes, joining with the rest of you outside of the clothing store. It looks like you guys found some good stuff. Good stuff. Very appreciative that you so kind to be able to do this for the children. It's very honorable. So
Well, they've been doing a good job taking care of Lancelot, so I needed to thank them.
they have.
Good.
They absolutely love. They love him, the dog, so much.
Is it okay if I leave him with you, Reek? You take care of him?
That'll be fine. I love him. He is so much fun to play fetch with. We found a bone outside of the church, and we just throw it, and he goes, gets it, and brings it back.
Can you put that bone back, please?
It-
Please.
Lancelot is eating it, though.
No. Oh, shit. Irina, when you get back to the church, can you make sure that bone is given to a priest? Please. Please.
I will. I was not aware that they were. I will find them something else to throw.
Thank you. Like dirt clot or anything else. Maybe we can get a ball or something, but
I will find something for them, of course.
yeah, if you could just get that bone to
Father Lucian.
Lucian, yeah.
Absolutely, I can do that. Do you have somewhere else to be? I can take the children back to the
Yeah,
church. I know your inn is right there, and it'd save you walking all the way across town if you'd like.
We have to take care of something. I wanted to do some more stuff in town, so once the children have taken a bath and I'm free, I'll come by again to see if they want to go out. Otherwise, we'll see. I'm not sure how long this appointment's going to take.
I think we can.
We'll be quick.
We will be at the church. It's we can bathe them and have them try on their new clothes, but we will find some entertainment there. They will be safe with us. I will talk to Father Lucian and see how we're coming about getting approval to add on another room or section to the church for us to stay maybe a little bit more longer term.
That's good. And are we working on finding an adopted family for them?
I mean, it's been a day.
It is something we're still talking about. Depending on whether or not we can find a suitable home for us to live, we might allow the children to continue to stay with us. We keep kicking around the idea back and forth, but we will see.
I think they would love that.
We will
I
see.
think that would be so awesome. Anything we could do to help.
And the children are kind of off, picking up stones and throwing them out into a little grass clearing. We will take them back. You take care of whatever you need to do, and maybe if we don't see you later tonight, we can meet in the morning for breakfast or something.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, we'll try to be quick.
It sounds like a good idea. Come along, children. Irina, I have something that I need to ask you about. And that's the last you hear of them as they're trailing off down the street.
So I'll look expectantly between Ira and Nico and go, okay, what's the errand?
We're gonna go visit Victor.
And she'll look kind of just sad. Really? Okay.
I think it's gonna be okay.
Have you... I know you don't want to do this, but I think you owe them as much as I know about it. And I know you don't want to deal with it, but let everybody have their say one more time. Because you realize this kind of feels like watching somebody jump off a cliff or drown and not doing anything about it.
Someone once told me that drowning is a lot like going home.
Who would tell you that?
That's morbid even for me.
What is that
Who
from?
doesn't love you? Jesus!
That's from something.
It is.
And then isn't it actually like it was agony? Is that from The Prestige?
I
Yes.
love The Prestige.
Good work,
It's one of my
Ira.
favorite
Yeah.
movies. I knew what it was. Hugh Jackman's amazing.
Well, then that's what Ira says. He says, I'm pretty sure it's agony, but
I hope that's enough to convince you to fucking... sorry. I hope that's enough to convince you to not go through with this. Oh my lord.
So, Ira and I have already kind of discussed this, but my mind's pretty much made up. I was visited by a deity of some sort, and he instructed me to go through with it.
I thought your deity couldn't make it to Barovia.
it's not that deity.
Yeah, this was a different one.
So you're allowed to follow more than one deity?
I mean, there are many gods in Faerun and Barovia.
Right, but I thought when you became a cleric, you just kind of stuck with one.
Basically his message was, if I want to see Lathander, I need to leave Barovia.
So
He seems to have the key to leaving Barovia.
now, don't get me wrong, but my experience in Barovia so far, in the 4 days we've been here, is that everyone is trying to hurt us.
That's fair.
Do you think the voice in your head is trying to hurt you?
Look, Nico, if I don't think I can change your mind here, but can I do something to at least know if you made it? I have a way to track you, and I'll know where you end up.
You don't have to sniff me, do you?
I don't want to sniff you. No. Can I Just give me your hand.
I'll hesitantly reach my hand out.
By the way, you may want to close your eyes. This might sting a little bit.
Okay, and I'll close my eyes.
So I'll take out one of my daggers. Kind of running across my arm for Crimson Right, and I'm going to drag it across Nico's like hand, and unfortunately I do have to do damage for that. And when I do that, I can use my brand of this thing.
Okay.
So I'll do the damage for me first.
Well, okay. I was gonna. Realistically, you can do 1 point of damage.
Okay, I want to minimize the damage to him.
Yeah,
but it does need to be the Crimson Right on it.
Does the Crimson Right do additional damage?
That's the lightning damage.
Okay. All right.
So I need to do the 4 damage to myself.
Okay.
The 1 damage from the dagger to Nico,
and then 4.
One more lightning damage to Nico.
All right.
Nico? Yeah. And Nico, when you open your eyes, you see the Blood Hunter's mark on your hand.
Am I a werewolf?
What? No, you ain't a werewolf. This lets me track you. I'll know where you are.
Okay, because that would definitely... I mean, you guys were concerned about me talking to this other deity, but here I am being turned into a werewolf.
Take 2 points of damage.
Yeah,
I did.
What if the spell fails and he would have survived if he hadn't taken 2 damage?
Well, fuck then.
At least we'll know where he is.
Right there on the floor dead.
But...
Yeah, what if you do all but 2 points of damage to him, and if he hadn't taken the 2 points of damage, he would have survived?
You know what? Anderson will just go out the window then.
Sorry. Oh.
But
and with that, with my new insignia branded onto me, I'll shake Anderson's bloody hand and say, "Thank you."
I want to make sure you make it out alive.
And with that, I'm gonna turn my back and start heading towards Victor's house, or the burgomaster.
I'll try to keep in stride with him and kind of quietly,
I'm torn.
You're awfully trusting, as we've just witnessed. This thing that's contacting you, it would be in its best interest to root out anything that threatened it as well.
As you're walking forward, getting closer to the burgomaster's house, a little further in the distance, you see a large, familiar figure of Isaac walking away from you in the opposite direction, heading away from the burgomaster's mansion.
I'm gonna grab onto Honora and quietly whisper into her ear about the Irina dolls that I saw.
But why? Ugh.
Look, I mean, Anderson was talking about the doll that he picked up from Blinksy's, and he's got a lot of them in there. So, I do you think that Isaac might actually be working with or for Strahd?
I mean, that would be possible. I mean, his arm is kind of weird. Not to judge. I mean, it's just weird.
I mean,
but at the same
judge
time...
away, that's fine. I mean, apparently everybody else is judging, so...
that lady was kind of rude. Anyways.
You've made your way, as you're continuing to talk and have the conversation, Ira, Panton, all of you talking, you make your way through the iron gates of the burgomaster's mansion and approach the door.
Well, hold on. I'm not sure I want to witness this. I might stop Anderson and Panton and be like, the doll thing seems really suspicious. Maybe we should follow Isaac. I don't know if I can watch.
Okay. If it makes everybody else happy, I will try to track Isaac while you guys keep an eye on Nico. And I'm trying to be forthcoming about that so you guys could stop freaking out and yelling at me.
I appreciate that, Panton, but if he catches you sneaking after him and he gets mad at you,
I can take care of myself. Trust me that I can do that.
Look, Honori, do you want to go with him?
Ira will lean down to Panton and kind of whisper in his ear. She's trying to not have to watch what might happen. I think it would help her a lot if she could go with you. That would be really helpful.
Honora, come with me, but we gotta go now. Come on.
Okay, let's go. I'll try my best to be sneaky like you.
Are you wearing your armor right now?
Yes.
God, I hate you.
After you say that, Ira will give you a little squeeze on your shoulder and kind of get back up.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
Just stay like 10 or 15 feet behind me.
Okay. I guess.
You're loud. You're obnoxious. Kind of like me.
Really?
But
I'm obnoxious.
yes.
Okay, well, let's just go before we lose him.
And then I take off in Isaac's direction.
I'll do my best to follow him.
Alrighty. He's far
Quiet.
enough in the distance, rounding the bend. Having been in this area before, you know that this loops all the way around, kind of makes like a circle, if you will. So he's walking away from the Burgomaster's mansion now. Nicodemus, Ira, and Anderson enter.
Actually, as we watch them go, Ira gets up and then still kind of like staying near Nicodemus, like, there they go. That could be the last time you see them.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
We'll take good care of them.
Yeah. They'll be alright.
Will they?
Honora's
Yeah,
got a good head
Honora
on
or
her
Freak
shoulders.
Arm. My money's on Honora.
That Isaac is a big guy.
Yeah, but you seen Honora? Isaac don't scare me. That woman scares the hell out of me.
I remember when she kicked your ass.
Yeah, she did, didn't she?
But yeah, I don't really follow Isaac's story. Like, he seems fairly harmless. But he does follow the Burgomaster.
Before we go up, I want to take a look in his room. Make sure Panton ain't crazy.
What's going on? Why do we care about Isaac right now?
I forgot about. Remember that arena doll from Blinkseys I was telling you about?
Yeah.
Yeah, Panton found a bunch of them in Isaac's room.
When?
Like,
long story short, he ran off, came here, and found him.
how many is a bunch?
I guess he's gone. We could check.
I don't know how many there is, but that's my idea. We go up and just make sure.
That is weird.
Okay. Yeah, we can at least take a look. I'm not even sure if Isaac knows who Irina is.
Well, that's what we think, but if they're there for a reason.
I guess we go in.
All right.
Let's do it.
Heading up the stairs, making your way to the hallway where you know that Isaac's bedroom is located. You approach the door, realize that it is locked.
Locksmith.
Wait.
What?
Ira, let me do it.
I don't want you. Do you know how to do it?
I mean, I watched you do it that one time.
No, just watching me do it, it's not gonna be the same.
Can I at least try? I mean, we're not really in a hurry.
You can end up breaking the lock and we won't be able to open it. I'm sorry, but if you're gonna go now, you're gonna miss out on my lesson.
Fine. Like, if you're mad at me, be mad at me.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I'm just telling you that is actually a thing that could happen.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and I'll watch.
Alrighty. Using your thieves' tools, crouching down, you're able to hear the familiar...
I'll describe like what I'm doing. It's
Okay.
like the reason that I'm not letting you do it is because if you messed up, you could end up breaking the lock possibly. And then he would know that we broke in. But then like I just kind of tell him it's like there's like little pins and like every lock is different. You got to push up on these different pins and keep tension in the lock. I watched some lockpick lawyer videos the other day.
Perfect. I don't know why my webcam just died, but I'm here.
Oh, the lockpick lawyer.
Try turning it off and on. There we go.
Back. I see you.
Yeah, this particular lock, you pull out one of your L-shaped picks, goes in a little ways, and you're turning it, trying to catch the lever to be able to push and turn it past the catch mechanism. And as you hear the familiar of it breaking free, the door just kind of creaks open. It is unlocked.
All right.
Well, let's see if what Panton says is right. And Anderson will go into the room.
As you open the door, you are very surprised to see that not only was Panton accurate, but he wasn't exaggerating in the slightest. All over what you could only presume is Isaac's bed is littered with half a dozen dolls, dressed differently, some of them in elegant gowns, some of them in rather plain clothing, but all of them with the same complexion, the auburn hair. It's not mistakable that these are Irina. Bookshelf lines the northern wall in the corner, and all along and on different shelves, dozens of Irina dolls.
I like that the map actually shows the dolls.
Yeah.
Do they seem really well organized, or are there like some that are kind of scattered anywhere looking around?
The ones that are on the shelves are well organized. The several that are laying in the bed, not so much, just kind of strewn about. But all the other ones, they're not separated by hair length or dress code. They're all, you can't find any sort of pattern to it, but they're all kind of neatly placed, a couple inches apart in the seated position with their back resting up against the wall or the back of the shelving.
What the hell is this?
Just out of curiosity, Anderson, does your nose pick up any disturbing smells?
That's a good question. DM, does it?
Nothing out of the ordinary. Isaac, while having a monstrous arm, didn't smell like he didn't bathe. You don't... Sniffing around the room, you actually kind of smell a more... like getting closer to the dolls, actually. You can smell that some sort of perfume had been used on them. Sense of flowers, lavender.
Anderson just gets up, just shocked look on his face. They're even using perfume on these things.
Give me a history check, Anderson.
Oh, I think I know where this is going, but I'll take that.
You were close enough to the doll the first time that he showed it to you that you would have remembered that it was not scented that way when Blinksy had showed it to you. There has to be some sort of fragrance added after it's been given to Isaac.
I'll just say that wasn't the one at Blinksy's didn't smell at all.
Can I look for the source of that?
Yeah, can I try to see if I can smell it throughout the house at all?
Okay. Give me an investigation check. Or Anderson, I guess, with a perception with advantage is fine. Okay.
Hey.
This place is giving me the creeps. I think we should head up to the attic.
Wait, I just want to see if I can find where this is coming from.
You eventually find your way to... give me just 1 second.
A box under his bed.
No, it's not in his room that you...
Tissues on the side of them.
Jeez Louise, guys. You find yourself...
Explaining your own life.
He's got a room full of dolls that look like this woman, and they're scented and clean.
Yeah, that's
what else are we supposed to think?
That's what Ira's looking for. He grew up around sailors.
Yeah, looking around, Ira, you, surprisingly, thinking about what you would imagine he's doing with them, you don't find any sort of cloth or anything with a foreign substance strewn about. Outside of the dolls on the bed, everything actually looks rather organized and clean. Anderson, you do trace the scent all the way back to a room that has an armoire, and there's a bridal gown on a mannequin, and on the desk in front of the mirror, there is a small perfume bottle. And sniffing at you.
Yeah, it comes from there.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go up, pick it up, and say, "This is it."
This is the mistress of the house's place, right?
Yes.
God, this is all kinds of sick.
Sorry, Nicodemus. We didn't expect this to happen. What time is it?
We're definitely late.
Okay. Should we take one of the dolls, do you think?
Well, I'm gonna take this, and I hold up the perfume, just in case we need to track some of the dolls.
All right. I want to make sure to going back in the room. Are there any of the dolls that seem like less cared for than the others, perhaps? Maybe strewn in the bed that have fallen on the side.
Make another investigation check. Or a perception check, depending on how much time you want to spend.
And while he's doing that, I'm just gonna put the perfume in, like, my backpack.
Okay. Looking underneath the bed, you actually find several. Surprised to find several tucked all the way up against the back of the wall. Maybe they had fallen off the side of the bed. The bed's kind of pushed up to that back wall anyways. Maybe they had fallen off in the middle of the night and he hadn't noticed having so many in his bed.
Okay, I take one of those and I make sure that the door is locked as I close it behind us.
Yeah, grabbing just one of them. She's just wearing plain garments. Not a dress, not anything fancy, just pants, V-neck shirt. And that's it.
One more question. Is the smell of this perfume on the white dress in this room?
No.
Okay.
No, it is not.
All right. Anderson will just kind of walk out and say, "Should we deal with this once we're done upstairs?"
Yeah, let's go find Victor.
Heading upstairs. I'll take you guys back there. You make your way through the cluttered attic. The door at the end already cracked open. You can hear muttering. Nicodemus, you would recognize it as an incantation. The repetition, the verbal components, you would recognize it as
Can I make out what he's trying to cast?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. 8.
No, you can't quite.
Okay. I'll
I'll
slide the door open
go ahead and roll again.
and just Victor.
Oh.
You want me to roll again?
Yeah, I can help you. Oh wait, actually no, I can't. I'm not proficient in it. Just kidding. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
That was my
Thought it
save
was.
and roll.
Whoops.
I'll slide the door open a little bit and go, Victor, I'm here.
I was beginning to worry that you were not going to show up. Did you pray to your gods? Did that book that I gave you help at all?
A little bit, and I'm gonna walk in and stand right in the middle of the teleportation.
Anderson's just going right in.
I loved you guys, but I've got a super baby bladder and I had like 10 cups of coffee. I gotta pee again. I'm
Yeah,
so sorry. Sorry.
Cliffhanger.
I love you,
Are
bye.
you sorry? Are you?
We just got a
building
conversation
tension?
now. Nicodemus is dead. Pick it up next
Yada
time.
yada.
Get that next character sheet going.
We're gonna play this out. This has been going on for far too long. Nico needs to just hurry up and die at this point.
What?
Yep.
Yep.
Dude's going home, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Going home to some Dark Knight witch goddess or something like that.
Going
I'm
home
sure.
to drowning.
The
What
Dark
is
Knight.
what is your intelligence score?
I think it's minus one, isn't it?
1. Yeah, it's 8.
You're playing into character, all right. The dark
feel like
voice
this is more a
told me I
wisdom.
should go and
I'm so wise though.
the dark voice said.
Oh,
I
hey,
should
how's
go
your
this
baby
way.
bladder?
Oh, I'm good. Good.
And as I
Alrighty.
step into the teleportation room, I'll look over at Victor and say, "Are you ready?"
All right, time to kill Nico.
Victor calms himself and looks at you up from his outstretched home with reassuring eyes and nods.
Wait, just before he's doing that, Anderson goes up. He takes out his egg and like puts it in the table and says, "This better work."
I will try my best.
I don't want your best. I want this to work.
As do I.
We'll put a hand on Anderson and say, maybe not best to frighten or disturb. the person who's trying to concentrate on making this work.
I said what I needed to say.
Victor slinks by you to come stand in front of the teleportation circle. Book outstretched.
Wait, Victor. And I'll hurry
Any-
and pull out my book and cast Bless on myself.
Okay.
Should have cast black on him.
Oh, yeah. Rank 2 Bless, both of us.
All right.
Can I have the key to our room, just in case? And is there
Where's
anything
our
else that you
fucking
want me
guide?
to...
Oh, yeah. You should definitely have the key. I don't plan on staying here any longer.
Right. Anything else that you need or want to say, or...
Maybe if you're lighter, the spell will go off.
And I'll step out of the teleportation circle
Take off your
and just
pants.
give Ira a hug. And just...
It's kind of taken aback by that, but...
And, like, Ira, you're really like the first friend I've ever had. And I know you probably don't think of us as friends. But I will miss you.
I feel like we haven't known each other long enough, but for my part, yes, I will miss you.
I'll look back over at Victor and nod.
He takes a deep breath. Nods back. You hear him start to chant under his breath, tracing words in a tome outstretched in front of him. His voice slowly gets louder as he begins to repeat himself, reciting the words with more conviction. You start to feel a tingling sensation in your body. Looking around you, you see the runes on the teleportation circle start to glow a bright blue.
Low.
Wait, bless.
It's not a saving throw.
Yeah, it's not a saving
shit.
throw. This is the teleportation spell.
Oh shit.
As
Here
he's
comes.
chanting, you feel your muscles contract violently, head jerking back to the ceiling, fists clench. Blood starts running from your nose and pools in your mouth as you take 15 points of force damage. Victor continues reading, faster now, growing louder. But the pressure in your head builds. Darkness now clouds your vision. But you can still feel the trickling of blood now draining from your eyes, and your head throbs with an unseen force that's trying to rip you from this existence. Suffering 16 points of damage. The tingling sensation in your entire body builds into a searing pain. Tension throughout every inch of your skin releases. Large tears form across your back. You can feel it ripping in your chest, your legs, your hands, and even your face as blood now projects from your body onto the surrounding walls, floors, and even a little bit onto Victor as he's reading, and the other two in the room, taking an additional 6 points of damage. Victor continues chanting. And you continue to feel your body torn apart from the inside.
I'm sorry. Am I able to like pull him out or something? Because this is getting a little much.
You can certainly try.
Oh,
This is all happening it's not like in rounds of like 6 seconds. Each one of these isn't like 6 seconds going by. This is very rapid. His body jerks head to the ceiling. Like all of that is happening just wham bam. If you would like to try to react and pull him out, you're more than
that
welcome
16
to.
points of damage that I just took?
Yes.
I am down.
But the blood is coming out of him, right? Like,
yeah, blood is splattered onto you even. You can see tears in his hand where your mark once was.
Okay,
his face
then,
split open.
Yep,
I'll yell out, "Stop!" Can you stop it?
I'm pulling him out.
Victor stops chanting. Nicodemus. One moment. As if the suspension wasn't already enough.
No. It was supposed to be like Chorus of Angels?
What do we hear? What do you hear?
Oh, you guys don't hear that?
We do.
Oh,
I
okay.
hear it now.
I'm gonna move you all there just for, so it doesn't leave you feeling super left out.
Good work on the effects, though, on the runes, though. That was cool.
Yeah. Alrighty, can you guys see that? Or no, is it
No,
black for you?
it's black.
I see nothing. Yeah, it's all black.
That's
Okay.
okay. I don't know.
If you go down to, like, the left.
They won't. I didn't know
Oh.
if they would. You can see, though, Nicodemus, right?
Yes, I can see, yes. I did have to go to the left, though.
You find yourself standing on a 20-foot wide balcony, black marble, with a shattered railing overlooking a vast temple. Black marble staircases on each end of the balcony descend probably 30 feet to the temple floor. The vaulted ceiling is another 30 feet above the balcony, and the walls and ceilings are covered with this amber glaze, lending the gloom a golden sheen. A set of amber doors stands closed at the west end of the balcony, and a similar pair to the east, barely visible through the foggy mist. Four black marble columns support the vaulted ceiling of the temple. At the north end, you can see a massive 40-foot tall statue, a hooded figure, outstretched hands as if casting a spell. Its face hooded, void of any definition. Looking out, unable to move, your eyes darting back and forth until you see 3 misty figures emerge from the shadows. No eyes to be seen, but you can feel the intensity of their gaze.
Am I supposed to be able to see anything?
No, it's just blending in with the mist. It's as if the mist is just forming into these forms. Very similar to the way that the clouds and the darkness manifested themselves into your dream. We have been watching you since you've entered the mist. You showed great promise, but alas, you have failed. If you do not know already, know now. No soul escapes the mist, even in death. We 3 have assessed and found you worthy of our gifts. Simply choose And our powers will aid you on your quest. You're able to respond if you would like.
Am I dead?
Not yet. You are in between life and death.
And these gifts, what are they?
The shadow that was speaking to you is in the center, and to the left of him, a smaller, sleeker figure. You can barely make out a hooded figure hunched over, in a voice. I have seen your willingness to help others. Your selflessness is weakness. I am Psykane, the soul hungerer. Choose me, and I can give you the ultimate power to control life and death. But know now that no longer will you be taken advantage of. You must seek repayment equal to your worth. The shadowy figure slinks back into the darkness. And a second one, on the opposite side of the one originally speaking to you, steps forward. A great worm-like creature, WYRM, dragon-esque. Long have you been the joke, the chubby cleric in the eyes of your peers. But I see someone more, someone fit for weightlessness. Who would be laughing while you soar above them all? I am Tarakamedes, the grave worm. And if you think they need you now, wait until you have the gift of flight. Maybe then they will respect you the way you deserve. Slinking back into the darkness. The third and final figure steps forward. I am known as Xantras the Kingmaker. They named me such because I hold the power to give you the influence and aura of a king. I can feel it would do you well. If you accept, never again will you surrender yourself to others. You will supersede. Your will shall supersede anyone else's. You have my word. The choice is yours. Now choose.
And if I deny your gifts?
I believe you said that you were a man of faith. You will have to find out. Just know that we have the power to help you seek what you have always wanted. To return home. To be able to communicate with your true God. You cannot do it without us.
And I get one of your gifts?
Only one. You must choose. I'm beginning to think that we should have chosen the beastly one. Why are you hesitating? The choice is yours.
I will accept your gifts. Your gift.
Only one.
I accept the power over life and death. I didn't like that smirk.
Then it shall be yours. The shadowy figure sweeps up from in front of you, 30 feet into the air, coming over top of the balcony. Just swirling, enveloping your body, consuming your senses. Your sight is the first to go. Thick gray mist swirls around quickly around your head until your vision goes dark. The pungent smell of death fills your nostrils until you can feel as though you can no longer inhale or exhale. The loud whirring of the cyclone of force swirling around you becomes almost unbearable. And then it stops. Only darkness. But then you regain a different sense of taste. Tasting blood in your mouth, in your lungs. And you come to in Victor's chamber. For Ira and anybody standing, and this all happened in the matter of seconds. Nicodemus collapses, and as you kind of rush to, he immediately opens his eyes, coughing blood.
You don't get to talk.
It's all right. He's alive. He's alive. And Ira is pouring a health potion into your mouth.
Blood that had splattered onto your clothing, that had splattered onto the walls, starts to draw away from you, seeping back into his wounds, closing. Nicodemus, you have full HP.
So the health potion doesn't, it's just like kind of...
I'm gonna say that you don't feed it to him immediately, okay, and that you can see that something else is happening, and it distracts you.
Wait, he's okay?
That's unlike anything that I saw
No,
before.
No. What did I say before? You don't get to talk.
Anderson, shut the fuck up. What did you just do?
I recited the ritual the way that I thought would work.
Right, and it was failing, and then I'll look back to Nicodemus. You're all right.
With us?
I'll sit up. I feel strange, but fine.
And you now notice, however, as he looks at you, something is a little different. Even though his wounds have healed, his eyes are a sickly yellow color.
That's... the hell happened?
How?
Did you do that?
How long was I out?
I pointed at you. Did you do that to him?
You just fell, and your You splattered blood all over the place, and now your wounds are healing. I was just about to pour this down your throat.
Maybe I am meant to be here. It could be, or it seems to be, divine intervention.
Divine intervention? What? Like Lathander?
I'm not sure.
Anyway, you able to stand? You doing all right?
I'll stand up on my feet. I feel great. I actually feel good.
We must be on at least the right path. You did not explode. You're fine.
Hey, John, quick question. Is this like chalk down here? Like, did he, or is this like engraved in the floor?
It's
the
a
ruins?
black chalk. For the record, Honora, there was part of it that got whispered, but because I copied and pasted it, it did like a paragraph thing. So like the first half of it got whispered, and the second
the
half.
shit out of you. Don't worry. About
Yeah.
it.
Anyways, yes, it is like a black chalk, and as he collapsed, you can see some of the runes have the glowing. I can get rid of that real quick. But some of it has already started to smear.
Anderson's he's gonna like help Nico out of the circle, and he's gonna start like trying to wipe away the ruins.
I'm glad to see that you're all right. It seems that whoever was watching over you did indeed respond, took note, saved your life, it appears. But I must say, and he walks back over to his table, starts scattering papers. We must be on the right track. There must be something.
No. He's not doing that. Anderson goes over, slams the table, and says, "No, you're done. It's over."
Yeah, Victor, I have to agree that I don't think you're very close.
Did you see that back there? I don't know how the hell you survived that, but that wasn't normal. You're done. That's not a request.
No matter. I'm sorry to have troubled you. I do appreciate your enthusiasm in helping me. If there is ever anything that I can do in return, I will be more than happy to lend my assistance.
Are you done with this?
I will not involve any of you in any of my affairs, magical
Yes,
or otherwise.
Or no, not just us. Are you done with this?
Yes.
Good. Wait, actually, insight check. Do I believe?
Roll an
I need
insight
to
check.
know.
Right now, immediately.
I don't know. I just don't know if I believe him.
He broke eye contact before he said yes, and then immediately returned his gaze to you as if he couldn't look you directly in the eyes and tell you a lie.
You know, I don't care if you're the Burgermaster's son. I see this shit again, you'll be hearing from us.
I completely understand your position. Like I said, you have done me a great favor, lending yourself to my studies. If there is anything that I can do in return, you need only ask.
Yeah, Anderson's not gonna. He's not gonna bother with that. He's walking out of the room.
Ira will go up to Victor. Thank you for trying. This is what he wanted. I know that you're not going to stop.
No response.
Maybe. Fuck it. Oh. We'll contact you if we need anything.
You know where to find me.
Stand up, kind of look over at Victor with kind of almost an embarrassed look. Embarrassed for myself. And follow Ira and Anderson out.
Wait, as we're like stepping out, like outside, making sure like Victor can't see us or anything. I'm like, Nico, look at me really quick.
I'll look over at Anderson.
Are his eyes the same color as mine?
No. His are more pale, sickly almost, but yours are like I imagine, like a burning yellow.
Yeah.
I'm jaundiced.
A little bit. Just your eyes, not your face, your skin, just your eyes.
Never mind, Nicodemus.
Okay.
Let's get out.
There's something wrong?
Your eyes are different.
Like, I mean, I had green eyes before.
Yeah, but now, and I take out my sunglasses, now they're closer to these.
Oh. That's
Sunglasses back
interesting.
on.
It certainly is.
What?
As you're
Nicodemus,
walking
what?
away, you hear the door shut behind you.
Hell. Well, let's keep walking.
Okay. Panton, Honora, trailing Isaac. He is continuing to walk for several minutes. You're following them. Both of you trying to remain stealthy. Give me stealth checks.
11.
Let's move you to the town of Vallaki.
Damn.
I'm quieter than you. I'm quieter than you.
About time you're better than me on something.
I'm better than you in a lot of things.
No, you ain't.
Oh, casting
Honora's
down,
trying really hard to be quiet, to be stealthy, watching where she's stepping, where she's walking, how close she gets to other people that are walking in opposite direction. And you're so busy scrutinizing every step that she takes that as you're turning around, watching for her, as you're leading the way, you bump into just a random person, and they look down and they don't say anything to you, but they give you this peculiar look. Interested in you, having never really seen a person like you before. And they continue to walk on, but they stare as they walk past. Eventually, you make your way. Let me pull it up in my head. Eventually, you get past enough homes, and you come to a rather large town square. You see Isaac in the distance, just on the other side of a crumbling stone fountain, talking to two guards. And you see Isaac pointing towards posters. And you can look in the direction that he's pointing, and in large letters, you can clearly make out that these are the old posters, the Wolf's Head Jamboree posters. And you can see from Isaac's body language that he is furious. And he is yelling at them to take them down. The guards shuffle away and immediately start ripping down the old posters. And Isaac walks by and puts up the new Festival of the Blazing Sun posters. You can see on the far end several people, men, women, children even, locked in stocks. On their heads is a crude plaster donkey head, like a mask that they make them wear out of shame. But this event kind of goes on. You can see a couple children walking up, standing in the distance throwing rocks at the people that are locked in the stockades.
Nora's not going to be able to help herself. She's going to stop the children.
You can hear them giggling, laughing as you come up.
That's not nice. Don't do that. Where are your parents?
And as you start to engage with them, they just snicker to themselves, drop the stones, and run away. Isaac hears you
I'll
making
find
a
your
commotion.
parents. I'll tell them what you did.
Definitely now that you've raised your voice, Isaac turns around, handful of posters in hand, walks up to you. What
I'll
are
look
you
up at
doing over here?
We were just taking a tour of the town.
What are you looking for? I will tell you where it is.
I think we were just taking a walk of the town. I don't know if we were looking for anything in particular.
Panton, are you still trying to be stealthy?
I'm trying to hide away from this whole entire thing.
Okay, give me another stealth check now that you're in the courtyard.
Oh, my lord. My lord, please work with me.
You're becoming a cleric now?
Nope.
Oof.
Isaac, talking to Honora, starts looking around to see if he can see any of the others, and Panton, as you're trying to dip behind a barrel pressed up against the side of the house. What are you doing?
Oh, we were just playing, or like I said, we were taking a walk from the town, and that's all. I mean, he's kind of scared of you. Very gruff. So.
Were you following me?
Why would we follow you?
I don't know. I saw that one in the mansion, and now he is here hiding behind barrel.
I'm not hiding.
I told you, we were just checking out the town. It's a very interesting town. We're learning so much every day.
You want to take tour?
Yeah,
Here.
would you want to give us a tour?
He gives you the papers, a hammer, and a handful of nails. Put these up all over town. That will give you tour. If you are going to be wandering around, I can get back to the mansion and relax.
Mr. Isaac, what did they do? And I'll put on the cages.
He turns and looks at them. They were making it difficult for Vargas to have a good festival.
What?
They were disrupting. They did not believe that all would be well.
That's not a reason to cage somebody.
In your town, you can do what you like. In our town, we will do as we like.
Well, I hope Irina can help us with this eventually. And I'm gonna watch him for any sort of reaction of Irina's name.
Give me a perception check. I will.
Perception sucks.
I know insight would be better, wouldn't it?
Oh, but I'll take that roll. It's about time I rolled better than like a 5.
Trying to find. Oh, no, give me a second, sorry. NPCs. Character sheet. A look of disgust, of somewhat hatred, creeps across his face as he looks at you, and you can see a snarl start to form. But he does not say anything.
Yeah, we'll totally help. That sounds like, is there, like, gold? Or, I'm sorry, electrum for helping? Is it a paid job?
He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out 2 electrum pieces. 1 electrum for each. For the convenience of me going back to eating and drinking in peace.
I mean, we didn't have any other plans, so this is fine. You're right, it'll give us a big tour of the town.
And he starts walking away. And that is where we'll end tonight's session.